Chase 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
Hi, I'm tie-down roper Tyson Durfee, and you are watching the Pepper Stewart Show.
What is he talking about? What happened? That guy told you stuff. What is going on with my ear holes? You would think coming up on there it goes. It's in and out. I don't know. You would think coming up on nearly 100 episodes, I would have my ear holes figured out by now. But I don't hear anything in my ear holes, so I don't know. I'm sure they can hear us on the box of faces. I'm sure they can hear that. So, what is going on, interweb net folks out there in viewerland? Those of you watching live or those of you watching replay, we hope you are tuned in for a good reason or not. I don't know. What is he doing on there? Apparently the audio is working because I can hear it come off his cellular device over there. Magic box. All right. That works. So you turned in here to the Pepper Stewart Show. We got stuff for you guys tonight. We're going to talk to the folks. We've got Tracey. We're going to talk to her with the Crusaders Equestrians and Valor for Veterans. We're going to talk to her about her foundation, her foundation that she's got going on. It's a pretty good deal. We think it's kind of good, so we thought that you would want to know about that. So what's going to happen? And musical guests, we played them last episode. You heard some tunage from the Fiddlin' Sisters, and we're going to talk to one of them tonight as well. What? What are y'all doing over there?
Well, you told me to pick you on the phone.
You having a car? I can't hear you because my ear holes are not working. So I don't know what's going on over there. If you are talking, I'm probably not even plugged in over there, or maybe I am. I don't know. Oh, there's a guy named Steve who likes to come over there every now and then and play with the buttons. So maybe that's why I'm not hearing stuff.
You plugged yours in?
So wherever I'm plugged in over there, I'm not hearing anything.
Struggling when you plug that white one.
I'm probably at number one because why would I not be?
Well, it's kind of touchy.
Number one.
Yeah, whatever you're doing with that is messing with mine.
Oh.
Do y'all figure out where I'm at over there?
Yeah, are you on one?
Probably. I don't know. I can't hear anything. Oh, well, look at that. Magic happened in my ear hole. You ever had magic happen in your ear hole before? I saw that on a movie once. She was not happy with that. Here's what's going on. Wow, that got really loud. Sorry, guys, on the viewer box there. I didn't mean to scream at you. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. Cow stuff. We got a lot of cow stuff tonight. We're going to talk about that. The Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo is going on in Fort Worth, Texas. If you want to go over and check that out, see what's going on with those folks.
I know some people that are going.
He does. He knows people that are going. Cow. We got some cow. Matter of fact, I don't know how many more shows I'm going to do after this because apparently I am rich. I just cashed in big time. So I'm going to tell you about that a little bit, how I won a international lottery and got some money. So I'm going to tell you about that here in a little while. Find out how I'm going to cash in on my money.
Yeah. I got to hear this myself.
Oh, yeah. I'm rich. I am rich. If you want to hire a millennial kid, we're going to tell you about that. Here's the deal, guys. We tell you every episode we rattle off a bunch of junk we're going to talk about. 90% of the time, it works. 60% of the time, and we get to all of it. So that's what happens. So we got some stuff though. We got some good odd stuff. The men's, check this out. Tex was not in this, by the way, in case you're wondering. He did not have his Ugg boots. He was not in the Paris men's fashion show, but we're going to show you what happened over there and let you folks judge for yourself on that. Other than that, we got movie news. We got odd news, or regular odd news, movie news, cow news. Cow prices are up and down all over. I hauled some cows to the sale this weekend. Prices were good on the calves. I took some heifers. The heifers I took were 7-weight heifers. And they brought $1.27 a pound. So You know, it is what it is. I took some old cows, and they brought nothing. Nothing. Them old cows brought nothing. You know what I mean by you want me to tell you what these old cows brought when I say nothing? $300.
Hey, that's a nice little bar tab.
A what? A bar for what?
Oh.
What bar are you going to? You spent $300 on the bar?
Yeah.
All right.
Before,
I guess that's what
it's not a regular account.
Oh, okay. Not right. All right. Well, while we got it flipped over that way, you're looking right there. You got Tex. Tex is there. You can see him. Howdy ho. Maybe he is. And then right there you got Cody Stowe. Spur's a word.
What's up, y'all?
Spurring bulls is his job, by the way.
I try.
That's what he does for a living. He is the baddest spur rider in the world. I saw that on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Hey, I said it.
He said it, but that's the deal. It was on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you got to believe what's on the internet, right?
That's
That's what they say.
It just makes me hungry for Tide Pods all of a sudden. I don't know why. I just feel like eating some laundry soap and just washing my whole mouth out. I don't know.
Hey, they do look appetizing.
Do you know there's a donut shop in Frisco down the road from us that made some donuts with that design on the donuts?
Really?
For the people that like to eat laundry soap. And that's the thing. Somebody
saw that.
Somebody sent something to me the other day, and they said, do you realize the people eating laundry soap are going to be voting in the next election? So just to give you a point of reference where the country is going. I mean, I don't know. You know, and speaking of the country, of course, we don't like to dive too much into political stuff because it doesn't make much sense. But I never really thought much about, you know, the politics and what's going on and what people are doing. You know, how they do their jobs and the caliber of brain power of people that are in politics. But I've realized I didn't notice it up until now. I don't know if this has happened before, but with the current president we have, even the president himself, they all act like a bunch of 5-year-olds, griping and complaining about each other.
Agree.
And he took my toy, he took my pacifier, and blah. It's just like being at a daycare. And I'm like, is this really? So we got people in daycare running our country. I don't know. I never paid much attention to it, but maybe I should pay more attention to it. I don't know, because I was talking about this to somebody today, and they were like, well, you don't pay attention to what's going on, this, that, and the other. And I said, well, the deal is when it comes time to vote and there's different things to vote on and issues or whatever, I don't listen to whatever the people are saying because they're only going to give you what they want you to know. They're not going to tell you. They might not be telling you the truth, or they may be telling you the half truth of whatever bill or law or whatever they're trying to pass. So the best thing to do is to go look for it for yourself. And when you go Google it, because we're in the age of all these kids don't know how to do anything but Google stuff, don't just Google one. Because whatever source you find, more likely it's going to be a sarcastic site or whatever, or a misinformation site. So Google it 2 or 3 times and figure it out.
Yeah, there definitely was a time when there were some more sophisticated and respectful men.
Yeah.
You know, up there. And I would dare say that George Washington would have a heyday with.
It's crazy. You got all you got in office is a one-upper. He's supposed to one-up everybody. It's like, well, I caught a big fish. I caught a bigger fish. Well, I went and rode this horse and did this. Well, I rode a horse and did this. I hear that every day from a guy over there, so I know it. I'm used to it. So that's what happens.
No, different guy.
So I mean,
the other guy.
I know. I hear that one-upping all the time. It's like, really, come on, guys, just get it done. Just do what's best. I mean, from what I've been seeing, you know, without looking at who's doing what or whatever, a lot of positive things have been happening in the country, but you just got to take the names out of, you know, the names and the titles and all that of it and look at it as a whole of what's going on. And, you know, another thing popped up here the other day where there was a guy. I would say we don't do politics, then we don't do politics for 30 minutes. There was a guy on the news. I was watching the news, and I saw where this guy, I forget where he was at, and he's illegal, okay? He's an illegal guy. He's been here for 30 years. All right, he came over when he was a 10-year-old kid. His parents drug him over. They kicked him across the border. I don't know how it worked. But he ended up being here as a 10-year-old kid.
He got a family.
Right.
And
so he's a 10-year-old kid. Well, he's 30, 40 years old now, right? Okay. And all of a sudden, he's not a criminal. He hasn't been convicted of a crime. He's not in jail. But just randomly, all of a sudden, they're going to deport him.
But
And it's like, why? If you're a productive member of society and not breaking the law, then
but
do
he is
your
breaking
job.
the law, though.
But here's the deal.
He is breaking the law.
To an extent. But here's the deal. And I'm watching this story, and everybody's all upset, and why are they doing this to the guy, this, and this? But here's the thing. You got to look into the details, okay? In 2009, it's 2018 right now, okay? In 2009, they told this guy, hey, your time's running out. You need to if you want to stay here, you need to get your legal status done. In 2009, okay? If you want to stay here, get your paperwork done, get your status done, get it done. You want to be here? You like the country? You want to stay? Get your stuff together, and you can stay here. 2009, okay? It's 2018.
Yeah.
So
He had time.
you had time. All I can say is, look, if you wanted to be here and you like the country, hey, I'm glad you do. I like it too. That's why I'm here. But you had time to get your stuff together.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people right now that are doing that. That are, they have those, their time's running out or whatever. That's if you want to be here and you want to be a productive member of society, you want to, abide by the laws and do what you're supposed to do. Hey, more power to you. Just do it. But, and I get both sides. I mean, yeah, you've been here your whole life. You don't know anything other than being here in America. So
Yeah.
if they're going to deport this guy and go across the border and kick him out, where's he going to go?
Yeah.
What's he going to do? He's been here his whole life. I don't have
much remorse for someone who, had 9 years to
Right.
to get it right.
you had time to figure it out. But so I don't know. It's crazy stuff happens. But when you put a 10-year-old in charge of the country, I mean, the president's a smart man. He didn't get where he is in life by being an idiot. But
I think he's older than 10 years old, though.
Stop saying idiot stuff. What? Who's 10 years old?
You can't, he's 10 years old. When you put a 10-year in charge of the company, 10-year-old.
Yeah, the president. He acts like a 10-year-old kid.
No, but he's old. He's old.
He's a lot older than that. But he acts like a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old most times.
Okay.
Acting like a little titty baby every time. Somebody wants to say something, he will blah, 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 blah. Just like that, whoever that guy over there in another country wants to blow us up. And he talks about, I got a big button on my desk. And then the president's like, well, I got one too. It's bigger than yours, blah, blah, blah. That's not even how it works. You don't have a button. It's a briefcase. Some guy down the hall's got it. But, you just want to one-up everybody. Just say, hey, you got a big button? All right, well, you got one. Good. I'm glad you got a button. All he had to do that's all he had to say. Oh, you got a button in your country to push? Okay. I'm glad you got a button. It's nice to see technology is working in your country to where you have a button on your desk. More power to you. That's all he had to say. He wanted to be a smart aleck about it. But yeah, I don't know. I get a kick at it. Well, of course, when I go to the gym, I watch that stuff on the news. Somebody's ring-a-ding-dinging over there. I watch that stuff on the news.
So I rarely ever get calls. So
at the gym,
I don't even
see
think
that.
about it.
Okay. Well, that happens sometimes. Are we supposed to be doing a show about something other than
I thought so.
BS?
I thought that's what I came here for.
You can watch this crap on TV at home. All right, you folks out there in interwebnet land, sorry for burning your ear holes up on stuff. I don't know. I just see stuff happening. I think, what in the world? Maybe I need to go eat some Tide Pods and enlighten myself.
That's the dumbest thing, and they keep doing more dumb things.
Oh, we've got a flyer out on the show page about Tide Pods for those kids.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do.
I saw the donut shop deal.
Now, you see that? You see the one we put out? We told the kids, look, take your Tide Pod, go drop it in the washing machine, put your dirty clothes in there, turn it on, and watch magic. Magic happens. All of a sudden, your dirty clothes become clean.
Yeah.
Try that. We need to call somebody, apparently, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I just had a phone call, but it was the wrong one.
Was it a wrong number? Somebody wrong numbered you? All right. I guess we did. I guess we are going to ring a ding somebody. It's almost time to call people. Ooh. Oh man. So what do you guys do the weekend? I went to the horse sale. I went to the horse sale. That's what I did. I've been trying to buy horses on the internet, but here's the deal. I try to buy a horse on the internet, and then the people find out who I am, and then they all of a sudden tell me that the horse isn't for sale.
Are you kind of horse fighter or who are you?
Well, no, it's because when they find out that they're trying to BS somebody on the horse, they don't want you to come on. They don't want you to come on here and call them out. They're like, I ain't selling him that horse. No, I can't sell him that one. He's gonna go on TV and
That's good.
he don't want to get me. So I'm like, drove off to foreign country for a horse sale till 4 o'clock in the morning.
What foreign country? If he touch you.
Same difference. Who we calling? We calling somebody? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I did. I went over there and went shopping, and I still didn't get anything. I still didn't get nothing, so I'm gonna go. I'm still horse shopping. So if anybody else got a good using horse, I'm looking for a good. Here's what I need. I need a using horse, something I can use. It don't have to be fancy. It's something I can get on and go ride. And if I got to catch a cow, I can go catch a cow without getting bucked off. That's it. Simple. That's a simple order, isn't it?
I got a good one for you. Come try him, Pistol Priest.
He's got one.
Yeah.
Peter Freak got one.
All right. Well, that's what I need. I need to use a horse. I'm not gonna pay $10,000 for you.
You hear that, Pistol? He said he ain't
I
gonna
ain't
pay
paying
no $10,000.
Now, if you got a $10,000 horse, you got to find a $10,000 buyer. But
Apparently they have one.
Yeah. He said
all right.
he
Well,
got
shoot some DMs over and we'll check him out.
DM, PM.
Yeah.
It's DM on Instagram, PM on Facebook. So
Right. Okay. Well, I don't know.
we
I don't
gotta
know.
be
I'm not.
politically correct.
I'm not familiar with taking the D, so I don't know how all that works. All right. Let's hit the switch over here. All right. We told you we were going to talk about stuff, and we're going to do it right here with Tracey. I'm not going to say her last name because I'll get it wrong, just like I always get names wrong on here. People get mad at me because I say their names wrong because I'm not a good name speaker. But right here, Tracey is with us. She is out on somewhere running down the road with a gun, going to shoot people or something. I don't know. What's going on?
Hey! Well, my last name is Nazarenus, by the way. So yeah, you would have botched that.
Nazarenus. I was way off.
You were way off.
Yes.
Yes, I'm actually out jogging because after riding as many horses as I did today, I'm stiff. So, but don't worry, I got my 380 because I have my concealed weapons permit on my hip because it's dark out. So, ladies, don't go running in the dark.
No.
That's a bad idea.
Where are you running? Where are you at?
Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm in Colorado. I'm actually looking at a beautiful sunset over the mountains. It's like pink. And you can see all the mountains right above or right below the pink.
Okay. We're about in Colorado. I've only been to Colorado one time, and I had to go to Estes Park to the Stanley Hotel, some Halloween deal. That's all. That's my knowledge of Colorado.
Oh, well, I live here, so I kind of see it all the time. So.
All right. So tell us. All right. So now we were talking about, we got the veterans things going on and your equestrian team. So where do you want to start? You want to talk about your equestrian Crusaders? You want to jump into the veterans program?
Well, yeah, we have. So our 501c or C3 is under Crusaders Equestrian Team, and we have 4 programs under that name, and one of them is Valor for Veterans. If you're in Colorado, we actually use our horses, because we're all cowgirls, and we use them for bringing back families, helping with, animal therapy, so to speak. But if you're not in Colorado, Valor for Veterans has a brand new thing, full circle, fresh start, pay it forward. So I truly believe, as a country, we have gone to thank you for your service as a way to thank our veterans. And it makes me sick because it's easy to shake someone's hand and say thank you for your service, but there's not a whole lot of actions behind the words. So with what we do is when a veteran first has, a lot of them are coming back with post-traumatic stress. We all know this. So they can call us up and they can say, hey, my life is overwhelming. I can't take it. And we start with triage, okay? What is the emergency problem that you called up? A lot of times it's, my wife locked me out of my house or my husband locked me out of the house, I'm being an ass. And we talk them down. Or it could be something like, I'm behind my car payments if I don't get my car caught up, I can't go to work, and if I don't get to work, I can't pay my bill. So that's what we call triage. We fix that part. Then we figure out how they got there. Well, we got there because we didn't go to work, we were sick, we have a spouse that was sick. There's a lot of reasons. And so we in order to solve the problem, we have to double back, okay?
Okay.
And we have to figure out why this happened. And then we put them with the right people, like the benefits, finding them a new job, debt consolidation, whatever it takes to get them to what we call the fresh start. So they've gone the full circle. We know how they got there. We know how not to repeat this bad circle, and we start them with a fresh start. Then it's their turn to go find a veteran and pay it forward to helping a veteran, or at least get the veteran in our Crusaders program.
All right.
It sounds weird, but I'm telling you right now, these veterans, they don't like aggravation, and our society's full of it. So think about their lives overseas,
Right.
and think about your life here. If you're in the military, you don't have a cell phone that is attached to your face and attached to your hip. You actually have to talk to somebody, and you actually have to have a brotherhood code. Then they come back to our country and their families, where everybody's around the dinner table, literally on their phones.
Right.
There's no communication. They don't understand what they're coming home to.
Yeah.
So go ahead, ask me the next question.
So with that and the program and your outreach, being based there in Colorado, how far, as far as the veterans that you work with and that work with the organization, what is the reach on that?
Oh, I have one. Okay, successful. I mean, we have Florida, Indiana, Texas, California, Oklahoma. I mean, wherever they reach out to us, first we verify. People are always like, "How do I know I'm helping? You're helping a veteran." Well, we're not done. We ask for their DD 214, and then we make sure that we are dealing with the right family. We have boots on ground, and they go out and check them out. Okay.
Okay.
So that we are okay with who we're helping. Second, when you help a veteran, the money goes into, when we ask, it goes into our PayPal account directly right there on our website. And we don't give the veterans the money. Okay? So, like today, as an example, we had somebody that was so far behind in their car insurance that they would get their car repoed because obviously they had a payment on it, and if you don't have insurance, you can't have a car, right?
Right.
So we went ahead and paid off we paid their insurance through the insurance company. We don't hand out money to veterans. As an organization, we speak to the debt collectors ourselves, and we pay them. So this way, if anybody out there donates to the Crusaders, you know that 100% goes to the situation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense, because you got, you may have some out there. It's like, hey, yeah, I need some money for this, and then they get the money, like, well, do I need to really pay this one, or can I wait? And so that.
Right, exactly, and that happens. I mean, sometimes their judgment, the VA hands out drugs like it's their Tic Tacs. So, part of that is the problem. They are sometimes not thinking straight, and it's not their fault. People in this country, I mean, if you watch on my Facebook page, this guy burned his uniform because what they do overseas, okay, they're basically trained to kill people to defend our country. And then they come back over here, and our court system actually deems them as dangerous. They are so trained. Kind of, the Sylvester Stallone movie. And that's happening to them in our court systems here in the United States. So, bring it. I'll answer anything.
Okay, all right. Well, we got it. We're gonna brought it. We're gonna brought it to you. All right.
You're gonna brought it or bring it? Because I can handle it.
It's already been brought. I saw it. I saw it in the movie one time. All right, tell us about your Crusader Equestrian team. What's that all about?
Well, so the Crusaders, we have 12 horses presently on the property, and I know it's because I cleaned all their stalls today. But anyways, and the horses are all specially trained, and they feed off of my mare, so the horses know not to feed off the rider. So, as you know, horses are fight or flight, and so if someone stressful gets on them, they are tempted to feel the nerve and get tense themselves. So, to avoid doing that, we all stunt ride them. So, obviously, if you're hanging upside down on a horse, you're stupid for sure, but you are nervous. So you send that nervousness into your horse, and we have taught all these horses that don't worry about it. That feeling that you get when you're nervous doesn't mean anything. You do what the lead horse says. And Ally she's a master mare, and she lets them know that they step out of line. So when the veterans come out with their families and stuff, we have a 7-step program, which is also on the website, and we work them through that program.
Okay.
And the girls right now are at the National Western Stock Show Complex, which is the biggest rodeo for 2 weeks in Colorado, and they've been there since January 6th, and the 21st is the last day, and they go down there, and the squad, the younger part of the squad, goes there and teaches people about lifestyle and represents the military.
Okay. All right, that's what's going on right now?
That's what?
And that's where they're at right now?
Yep, that's where they are right now. I just saw a picture. They are actually doing sitting people for gold buckle.
Okay.
At the big arena for the PRCA rodeo. And I'm sure if anyone wants to check it out, our Facebook page is just the word Crusaders. It's on Facebook, and it's an open page. You can see, like, we were all there the other day, and we met a whole bunch of military folks because it was military night.
Okay. All right, and if somebody's looking for your page, we've shown the website here a few times while I was talking to you. If somebody is looking for more information, say it's a veteran looking to get involved with it, or someone looking to donate to the organization, what would be the best way to send them?
Well, you can have several choices. So you can go on the website, because there's a donate button, and all of our contact information is on there, including my phone number, or the phone number that we're talking on right now, the Crusaders number, is on there. And this number is a public number, and it's answered all the time. So if you're a veteran and you're in need, you don't have to take your life, because we can help you. No matter what the problem is, we will do our best, because we believe in camaraderie with other veterans programs. So we will do our best. If we can't help you, we're going to find somebody that can.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I'm not I'm a cowgirl, and we are all cowgirls, and God guides us to do this. But if we can't help you, we will find somebody that can help you, and we will stay in touch until we do. We will not drop you. So don't think you're alone if you're a veteran out there. And if you're somebody that wants to donate, we are 100% transparent. I do not make a dime from doing this 365 days a year, 724. And neither do any of these rodeo girls. We pay all our own way. And so when they say, well, how 20 cents on the dollar goes from $100 to the veteran to pay their bills.
All right. Like you said, it kind of cut out there, but what she said was 100%. It's not a 10%, 20%. It's 100% that goes back to the veterans right there. You kind of broke up as you were running down the.
Sorry.
Are you running down the highway or where are you running?
But that's just how. I mean, it's integrity based,
Right.
and anybody anywhere can ask or look or research. Let me see. Okay, can you hear me better now?
There you are.
Okay, so you can, anything that somebody wants to know that has the question, of course my LinkedIn page is how you found me, with my name, and all of the information is on there. So, and the thing about nonprofits that bothered me, and I'm very strict about this, is if you don't have a phone number for a veteran to call, you are worthless. Because email, think about your own email. Everybody out there listening, think about your own email. How many emails do you get a day?
Right.
And how many do you open? Or do you go delete, 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 delete? Right? So, like, it's the new filing cabinet for trash.
Yeah.
So, I believe that a nonprofit organization for veterans should have someone that is going to answer the phone and say, okay, where are we at? What do we got to do? Who do we got to find you? How do we have to connect you? And that's what's missing. Our culture doesn't get it. Our society is like, our own government is like within itself. So as society, like our schools and, our churches and our neighbors, I mean, out there, all you folks listening, how many of you know live in your neighborhood? And if you don't know them, how many veterans live in your neighborhood? You probably don't know.
That's right. They don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows their neighbors. They just had a thing on the news the other day of some people lived here and outside of Dallas. They had 13 kids chained up in the basement or something. And nobody knew nothing about it.
Precisely. Okay, so that's exactly. But figure if you're a veteran, or if you're in the military, you obviously know who's in the bunk next to you, or who's in the foxhole in the dirt in the desert with you, right?
Right.
So you know that. They go back to a society that, you know what, they see young girls on my squad, which I teach them very much it's not. I don't care if you have 5,000 followers. How many friends do you have? How many people do you know? Like, our society is disconnected because we are all invested in a phone that is either at our ear or 6 inches in front of our face. And that's what they can't relate to. They come back, and their own spouses, their own kids, their own parents are invested in a box.
Right.
That's, what? The iPhone 10 is actually smaller, but I have an iPhone 7 Plus, and it's just my size. Takes good pictures. But that's what their lives are. And they can't understand that. And no one talks. Nope. So no one is looking out for their veterans. So as a society, we have to wake the hell up.
That's right, and do something and help these guys out because they've given their life to allow you to live the life you live. So the least you can do is give something back.
And it's not a lot. I mean, it could be just going over there and saying, "Hey, if there's anything I can do for you." You know what I mean? Because the VA can't do it alone. And President Trump is trying. He's giving them a lot more freedoms than we've had in the past. But the VA needs to be able to work with the nonprofits. And the nonprofits right now can't work with the VA because the VA deems us a liability. Okay? And a lot of us are a liability because we take money from people and we don't do anything with it. But if the VA, the nonprofits, and society, the churches and the schools and the neighborhoods, if we all knew who our veterans were, 22 wouldn't kill themselves a day.
Right.
Because somebody would know they're out there.
You're absolutely right.
I'm just being straight. And nobody likes to talk about this. It isn't... it isn't a government problem. It's a people problem. We're all self-absorbed in how many people like us on social media.
That's it. It's a popularity contest on the internet.
I know, right? You can make yourself famous on the internet by posting yourself doing stupid shit on YouTube.
Right.
And you're famous.
That's it.
And I can tell you, if you're an NFL football player and you take a knee, you need to listen to Neil McCoy's song, Take a Knee, My Ass.
Right.
Because that is the best country music song and the best song ever written for what the NFL is doing. And it was just released this year, in the last 4 months, by Neil McCoy, Take a Knee, My Ass. Go listen to it because it'll make you stand up and cheer.
I stand up.
You know?
I stand up. If I'm watching on TV and the anthem comes up and I'm in the living room, I still stand up. So.
Well, yeah, you were at the rodeo the other night. We were at the military rodeo, and it was really strange because nobody's ever done this. But instead of bringing out just any veterans, the National Western Stock Show at Denver decided to do something totally off the chain. And it was pitch black. And when the lights came back on, there was a whole, God, it brings tears to my eyes, a whole bunch of Vietnam veterans there. And they were in the horse arena. And they said when they came home, they were spit on. They were treated like crap. They were treated like awful people. And today, this crowd, we have a chance to let them know that we appreciate them because nobody ever said thank you to the Vietnam veterans. And there was one guy out there that was 93 years old standing in the middle of that horse arena while that rodeo crowd cheered. And we all know football players make $1 million and billions of dollars, right, out there doing this shit. In rodeo, we, as rodeo people, we pay to play.
Yep.
So if we want to run barrels or chase that cow, we have to pay to enter. And if you miss or knock a barrel over or miss your cow or get bucked off, you go home. You donate. You're called a donator.
Yep, game over.
But yet, the American sport, they say it's football? My ass, it's rodeo. Because we all stand. And we all stood that night, and we stood through every guy that was announced and what branch he fought in and where in Vietnam he was. That crowd did not sit down until they went through every single one of those veterans that were out there. So, I mean, even 9/11, think about it. How many of our firemen and police officers died that day on 9/11? Right? Okay, well, how many went in there and risked their lives and actually survived? We don't know because we only honor the dead.
Right. Every
9/11, they list all the people that died that day, which, God, that's awful. There were a lot of people who on 9/11 went in and survived and are now living through hell. I wear a patch on my logo coat from New Jersey, a New Jersey police state trooper who was on the ground that day, and he died of brain cancer after being exposed to the toxins down there. And he died, and his mom sent me his patch, and it's on my rodeo logo coat to remind people of the sacrifices of the people that lived and didn't just die that day. And our society isn't aware.
No, they have no idea. And you got people, there's a lot of people today that weren't, and you got kids and the young generations coming up that weren't even alive at that time or very young at that time that have no concept of what took place.
No! Or what families are going through. I mean, how many kids lost their parents that day? I mean, they'll never see again. But, we're so fixated on ourselves and our social media that we don't even know who lives next door to us or who goes to school with us anymore. I mean, they're texting and they're Snapchatting, kids are. all the time. My girls, I mean, they work their butts off for the veterans, for the police officers, for the firemen. I mean, they work their butts off. They go to these events. They shake hands. They say thank you. They actually take half the phone calls. So if a veteran calls in, they might get one of these 15-year-olds on the phone, and they're going to listen to their story, and they're going to try and put the pieces together of how to help them. And they're 15, and they get it. Right. So it's not that they can't get it. It's that our culture isn't teaching it.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
So we're okay with the NFL just not playing the national anthem. They do it. They're just not filming it.
Yeah.
So they're censoring us all from seeing how many are taking a knee, right?
Right.
Because they want us to buy their T-shirts and their hoodies and still go to their tickets, their games. Well, we're not stupid. You're censoring it like a book you don't want us to read.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to and I dare any player or any coach of whichever teams end up in the NFL Super Bowl, I dare you to take a knee, because the whole country is going to be watching. And when you take a knee, whoever took a knee is going to cost them, because all those sponsors that pay $1 million to have their advertisement, their TVs are going to get turned off. Because I'll tell you right now, there's nobody I know on my social media that if somebody takes a knee, they're all going to watch the national anthem.
Yeah.
And people that, if any of those teams have the balls to take a knee, I'm just saying this cowgirl is going to their ratings are going to go down, and all those people that pay for those commercials are not going to be happy.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? So the show that shows, the Super Bowl funniest commercials, that'll get higher ratings than the NFL Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, and half the people, they're just watching for the commercial anyway.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But at this point, people aren't watching the NFL. So they're going to watch it for that national anthem. They've already posted it. They're going to show it, and they're going to see if anybody takes a knee, and they're going to show it.
Oh yeah, that's going to be their trick. That's their clickbait. Their rating bait is they're telling everybody we're going to show it, because that's how they're going to get everybody to watch, and so you can get in there and help their ratings get up by watching to see who does what.
What? Yeah, right. The first 15 minutes. I mean, do you have any idea how many of us are dead serious that if somebody on one of those teams takes a knee, that TV is going off? We'll just wait for the commercial show to come out.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? We'll just wait and say, hey, yeah, the funniest NFL Super Bowl commercials. They do a show of it every year. You don't got to watch the NFL. You don't have to watch them play football to see the funniest commercials.
Oh, catch the after show.
Yeah, they just catch the after show.
Yep.
Exactly. And there's no NFL. And those players, if they take a knee, they get exactly what they deserve from this country.
Yep.
But our veterans, they fought. And they did fight for the right for them to take a knee. And I've heard that.
Yeah.
But
it
doesn't make it right.
Right. They pick it on both sides. And like I've said before on here, we've discussed it a time or two, here and there. And it's like, and people brought up the law this, law that. And I said, there is no law that tells you to do it. But as an American, in respect for your country, you should want to do it.
Right. Are there injustices? Yes. But guess what? There's injustices on every aspect of every diversity in life, from economics to color to whatever. There is going to be things that are not fair. We live in America. We're not a communist country where everything is the same. And if you can make what you want out of yourself, and these veterans that go over and serve this country and come back to what we have to offer them, I'm going to be honest, why would you enlist in the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, any of them, to come back to serve for us? Because as a society, we don't deserve it.
It's time for everybody, and it's just time for the folks here to just for the for our first responders, military, something like that. It's just time for everybody to just kind of up, step it up a little bit, just kind of up, up your game a little bit, and show a little bit more respect to these folks than what you're currently doing right now.
Right, to appreciate their sacrifices for us, okay? Because we don't appreciate them, and it shows within our actions, which shows within the suicide rate of them. Look at the police officers. Did you know that the statistic now for law enforcement is 122 police officers in the United States kill themselves a year? That's not good.
That's way too many.
Right, okay, and if you take their life to go to work, nobody's out going on one to say, hey, come over and have a cup of coffee and a donut, okay? They call you because their life is going to hell in a handbasket, and they need you to come bail them out, right? So you get there, and then they're unappreciated. It's no different than the veterans. They're damned if they do, and they're damned if they don't, my own language. But the point is, they are. And our society, you can throw them under the bus and hate them, but I dang well guarantee you if someone's going to break into your house, I bet you they still dial 911.
Yeah, you're still going to call. You're still going to call the cops. You may not like them, but you're going to call them.
Right, you're going to call them, but you don't like them. You're going to throw them under the bus, but you don't like them, but you're going to call them. And that's what's wrong with our society. Backseat drivers are, like, we take their word out versus somebody right in the minute. From veterans to everybody else. You were there, physically. You were there. You watched it. You did it. Why are we having backseat drivers, all these newscasters? Really? Yeah. Why you're interviewing somebody that, A, has absolutely 90% no idea what really happened. They have a theory on what happened. They have an opinion, and we all know what opinions are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got one.
And they all smell.
And everyone's got one.
Yeah.
So, and I'm cowboy. I mean, we are a little off the chain because we pretty much, we say what we think and we think what we say. I mean, we are straightforward.
That's it.
I still wish you could do business with the shake hand. You shake your hand and you're like, yeah, I got you. But nowadays,
the days of the handshake, the days of your word, and the days of handshake are done. They're over with.
Right? Now you need at least one attorney to look over something before you sign it. Then you probably should get it notarized after the attorney signs it. Yeah. So seriously, our life is just, what have we done? Because it's all of our own making. As a culture, we're free.
It's one of those deals that, as the country started out great, and then we kind of done it to ourselves and just put us in the situation we're in. So that's where we ended up.
Right.
But I hate to cut you off. We got some good stuff going, Tracey, but we've got to get on to the next one. So no
worries. It was an honor to talk to you guys. And if anybody has any questions, they know how to find us on Facebook or the website.
Yep.
And we'll be glad to answer anybody's questions. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving people a chance to talk that are standing up for this country. So God bless you all.
That's what we do. We appreciate it, Tracey, and we will catch you on the next one.
All right. Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, what do you boys think about that?
She had a lot to say.
Yeah,
she was running, so she ran. She got fired up, and
it ain't easy to.
She put it to him, right?
It ain't easy to talk and run at the same time.
No, but she made a lot of sense, and I'm sure you folks out there, watching, whether you watch the episode or you're watching on the live interweb net, whatever is going on, why would we let it go? We went on for a while because she had valid points, she had good stuff to say, and what better place to bring it here? Because when you go, what a lot of folks don't know is when you go and you're on, say your local radio station or TV show, whatever, they only give you 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds max, to say anything. So when people come on here and they've got a valid point, they've got a great line to run with, hey, we open the gate, let them run, talk about it. Because it's good stuff, and it's stuff people needs to know. Like she put a lot of great points out there.
Yes, she did.
So and some of that stuff we touched on before, some of it we hadn't, but it's some good stuff. So go check it out. Look them up on the interwebnet and see what's going on with them. And then since we went so long on that, we're going to jump right into another call on the phone here. So let's dial this up on that. So with our other call here, we're going to talk about the Quebe sisters. The Quebe sisters, you heard them a minute ago, and we're going to talk to them and find out just a little bit more about what they do, where they come from, and what is going on. And with that, right here on the line here on the Pepper Stewart Show, we've got Hulda right here. What is going on?
Hey, thanks so much for having me on today. I appreciate it.
We got our musical talent scout out here, Tex, who travels around to operas and Operaland and opera places and all these different venues listening to musical talent, and he runs across stuff everywhere. So, he brought up the fact that we've got some fiddling. I guess would you call it the fiddling sisters? Is that what you?
Well, that's one term we've definitely been called.
Okay. All right. Well,
we do have 3 fiddles in the band, so that's accurate.
Well, you know what they say. If you're in Texas, you've got to have a fiddle in the band, right?
Well, evidently our band is taking that very seriously because we have 3.
That's a good thing. The more the merrier is what I always say. So, I guess tell us a little bit about how you 3 got started and kind of what drove you 3 to picking up the fiddle, playing the fiddle, and just kind of where it progressed.
Yeah, we heard fiddling at a fiddle contest. Being in Texas, there's fiddle music everywhere around you, and our mom had always liked the violin as an instrument, and so we were playing a little bit of violin, and then we heard about this fiddle contest. We were like, oh, that sounds fun. Let's go and see what that is. We were young, and it was just something fun to do, and we heard this fiddling, and we were like, whoa, this is really cool. And we just kind of fell in love with it and thought, wouldn't that be really cool to take some, maybe try some lessons and try to learn how to do that. And so we did, and the rest is history.
All right. So, and as far as the fiddle, do you guys play anything else? You just play the fiddle, or do you play any other instruments?
We do dabble in other instruments, but nothing on a professional level. We also sing too. So.
Okay. Yeah, we did hear you sing. We did play a song a minute ago of you guys singing and playing. And as far as being here in Texas, where's the biggest place? When y'all go out and go play different venues, things like that. Where's the biggest stage you've been on so far?
Oh my goodness! We've really had a lot of cool opportunities over the years. Getting to play the Grand Ole Opry every time. We roll through Nashville. We usually play the Opry every time we come through the area, and that's always a treat. One of my favorite nights of my life is getting to play the Ryman Auditorium for the first time. But I love so many different. That's one of my favorite things about traveling is that I get asked this question all the time, and it's hard for me to pick. But I really truly do love the uniqueness about each area of the country. And getting to play sometimes really small little venues that you can pack in, 150 people, and those can be the most fun. And then sometimes playing rooms where you got 600, 700, 800 people in there, that's around the size rooms that we're playing at this point. And it's really fun. It makes it different every night.
Now, when you guys are out touring, I know you're touring right now in the U.S. Have y'all been overseas? Do you have any plans to go overseas, anything like that?
We have in the past. We don't currently have plans right now. We're really working on building our following here in the U.S., and so we've been doing a lot of touring throughout the states. There were some states that we hadn't really delved into playing in, and so over the last year and a half to 2 years, we've really been branching out and playing a lot of new venues. But we have toured in Europe before. We've toured in France and England and Wales, and we did a Russia tour back before things got dicey with Russia. And it was incredible. It was one of the most eye-opening experiences I've ever had the pleasure of being part of. And it was really hard, and it was really beautiful, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Now, with your music and your songs, do you guys write your own songs? Do you have a songwriter, or how does that come about?
Growing up, we didn't write music. We just did our own arranging, tunes that we liked. But as we've gotten a little bit older, we've started songwriting. And so we have a few originals thrown into our set, but we have a lot more stuff in the works. And it's a whole different animal. I'm learning all kinds of new things. I feel like every day is a new adventure. But I absolutely love it. I love any kind of good songwriting in any genre. So there's just so much inspiration out there to be inspired by.
Now, when you throw her on stage, do you ever at some point have a say like a fiddle battle there on stage where one or two people just get at it and just have a fiddle battle?
I don't know if we have a fiddle battle, but we do trade off taking, a solo or playing a song by ourselves, or, we try to keep it fresh. Our instrumentation in our band is guitar, stand-up bass, triple fiddles, and then 3 singers. So a lot of harmony and a lot of arranging. And the cool thing about us is that because of the instrumentation that we have limitations, but I feel like within those limitations, it also forces you to be really creative with what you've got. And so it just makes it really fun because we dive into a lot of harmony and a lot of chord structure and all that kind of stuff. And it makes it, every single one of our arrangements is always like a new experience for us.
Okay. And what do you guys have coming up? What kind of shows, say, in the next month or so, where y'all headed to?
Well, our February is going to be super busy, and most of it is going to be spent in Texas. And we're based out of Dallas, Texas. And so we're going to be playing North Texas, Central Texas, South Texas. I mean, there's a list of dates that would take me a few minutes to list out, but we're definitely going to be playing. Yeah, we're playing Panhandle, Gulf Coast, Central, North, West, you name it. But if folks want to come see us play, which we would love to have your listeners come out to our shows, they can check out our website, and that is QuebeSisters.com. And I'm sure you're all wondering with burning desire, what is Quebe? How do you spell that crazy name? And Quebe is spelled Quebe. It's nothing like it sounds. So, yeah, QuebeSisters.com is our website. We have our tour schedule, and, of course, that's all of our dates are posted on our social medias as well and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, we got that pulled up for the viewers right now, looking at the website here, so they can see.
Very cool, awesome.
So they can see how to spell it. There you go. I made sure to roll it down where they can see how to spell it. But yeah, we Tex brought it to us, and hey, there's a great group right here. They got some good music, so we checked it out. Thought, hey, that's some good stuff. So we want to talk to them and see what's going on. So we will do that. We will send the folks in your direction to your website, let them know where y'all going to be and what y'all got going on, and maybe send some folks out to one of your next upcoming shows.
Yeah, definitely. And we also tour in every other state in the United States. So if you have listeners, in other parts of the country, y'all come on out because we're everywhere. This last year, we had such a busy year, and I think 2018 is going to be even busier. So we're really excited about this year.
We will do that. You got folks watching worldwide, so wherever you're going to be, they're going to be, so they can come check you guys out.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I know I'm sure you got stuff to do, so we will let you go. But we appreciate you visiting with us and telling the folks a little bit about your background things. And we can't see if we can't send some folks your way and check you guys out live in concert.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on the show today.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all down the road.
All right. How about that, guys?
Amazing talent we got there.
There we go. Tex is that's the thing about Tex. He's always on the highways and byways, talent scouting. He's a talent scout.
Glade water off for you. He goes. Glade water touch you.
He goes to Glade Water, checks it out. He goes over there. He's everywhere. So he's a traveling man. So we blew it up on calls today. All right, let's get into some real stuff. Let's talk about not realer than real, but I mean that fiddle stuff is that's hard stuff right there.
Yeah, it is.
I like the sound of a fiddle, but I don't think I could play a fiddle. What I was going to ask her, but I was trying to see if she was going to say it, but what I was getting at is when they're on stage, because I didn't want to ask it. Once I got to talking about it, I was like, I'm sure they talk to people all the time. They get asked this question, so I don't want to be the same Yahoo to ask the same question. But what I was wanting to know was, when they get on stage, at some point, does the devil go down to Georgia? Do they get down there and fill that thing out? That's what I want to know. I was wanting to know.
Does the devil really show up in Georgia for a contest?
I want to see if they get after it, like that. But she did say they get into it a few times. So, with that, let's talk about some cow stuff. Tex, you got cow stuff. What is going on in your cow stuff over there?
Well, people have stolen cattle in northeast Oklahoma.
All right.
Not only cattle, but stolen something. Stolen a tractor with equipment and a trailer stolen from a property near Rogers County.
Uh-oh.
Soon after the New Year Day, Steve, we don't know.
Steve, might have been Steve.
They took a 1985 Massey Ferguson Model 250 open station tractor. It is tractor red with gray stripe and a white canopy. And it had a yellow box blade attached.
Uh-oh.
Somebody did
some dirt work. Somebody did some dirt work to do. Okay.
Whoever get the tractor got a lot of they need some work done.
Yeah.
It also missing is a red engine yaw 2-stage piston driven stand-up 80-gallon compressor.
Air compressor.
And a black Craftsman garden trailer.
Are you saying Ingersoll Ram? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
It's Dale.
And a black Craftsman garden trailer with a 4-foot bed. Somebody in the landscape business. Now.
Yeah, now they are.
Somebody was in the landscape business, and now somebody just recently got in the landscape business. Anyone with information regarding this stuff is always to contact Special Ranger Cummings. Yeah, Ranger
Really?
Cummings at 918-342-088.
Call him up. Ring a ding ding. Maybe we should call him. Tell him we don't know anything about it.
Should we tell people about the last day to apply for the scholarship?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that?
So, North Texas Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association offers scholarship every year. And the deadline is Monday. So any high school seniors out there watching the show, looking to get your money for college, you better
hurry on up.
You got your weekend planned out for you already.
I heard you.
Download your application.
Download, all right. While you get on the next, you got another story over there.
Texas Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, now you know that the cattle segment is brought to you by the Texas Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association.
And that's where you download the application.
Yes. The cattle convention coming up March 23rd to 25th. Tickets on sale right now. It's going to be in Fort Worth. Let me jump into this cow story. If you want to know more about this, go to Pepper Stewart Show. Pepper Stewart Show on the Facebox. Go to Facebox and look at it. We just posted this article up there about what happened. Breaking news or not breaking news, depending on how you look at it. But JBS USA and Five Rivers Cattle Feeding. Five Rivers Cattle Feeding and JBS. There was an acquisition that just happened. So if you want to know what's going on with the big time feedlot folks, the big feeders, go and read it, because I'm not going to read it to you. What do you got over there? You got some more cow stuff? Or are you out of cow stuff?
I think we're out of cow stuff.
Did you step in some cow stuff?
You want some odd news?
Before we get to the odd news, let me. I got another cow story here. I guess I can scan through for you guys right quick. The 5 trending headlines right here. We got 5 trending headlines in the beef industry. I'm just gonna kind of scan through them. If you want to know more about them, then that is when Google is your friend. Because why do I sit and talk and read you a 500-page essay when you can Google it and get the cliff notes, right? The U.S. urges Japan to eliminate the import restrictions on U.S. beef. They're working on that. They're going to tell you how maximizing your ranching efficiency is more than just cutting costs. There's some other things you take into consideration. something I thought was odd here is bulls that only produce male calves. Is that possible now? It's not a normal day in the lab. The genetics at University of California, Davis they received some news that an experiment in producing only male calves was showing promise. So the only problem with that is if you only have male calves, they can't reproduce. I already read that story once about Adam and Steve. They can't reproduce. You got to have heifers. So you can't just produce only male calves. You're going to run out of meat. Of course, that's where veganism comes in, apparently. And then winter electric fence solutions. The use of electric fence in winter is fast becoming a solution for controlling the livestock in the winter time for winter grazing. So doing that, and then you can learn more about electric fences. So that right there is your trending headlines in the beef industry. Now I'm going to tell you right now, what's the cow-calf corner? China is not a factor in the U.S. beef exports yet. The beef trade, China and beef trade is still going on. I'm not going to waste your time reading a story that does not give you a definite answer yet. So I will tell you how I am going to be rich. All right. Now I want you to pay close attention to this email I got and understand how I'm about to be rich here, okay? This email right here sent to me. All right. Greetings. Here we go. Greetings. I'm a bit scared of you replying this massage due to the high rate of disbelivery the internet has been over the years. But I sent you this email basically on your person as well the high profile you portray. Okay? I'm Miss Molly Mariam Ben, am widow to late Mr. Abdul, former CEO of Brunel National Petroleum Company, Berhad. I've cancer of the breast for quite some years. It's in the toratory stage as you read this mail, as I've couple of months to leave. My marriage couldn't produce any child after the death of my husband. He has will, which our family read to me that I inherited an amount of money in one of his offshore accounts with finance firm Europe. I need you to collect the fund and distribute it to charitable homes so that when I die, my soul can rest in peace. The fund entirely in hands and management. I hope God will use you to touch many children. Reply back to me, doctor, stop me from making calls. My health condition. God bless you, Miss Molly Marin. So apparently I'm going to be rich. If you got all that. Did you get all that?
Well, you know what? God has already used me to touch many children.
I saw the police report. I know. Oh, you don't mean like that? Okay.
No, I don't mean like that.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I mean church operation.
I choose your words more carefully.
I didn't know you were Catholic. Okay. What else you guys got going on? Let's do
I'm a Baptist youth pastor. It's different.
All right. Let's do some odd news. We got odd news over there. Who's doing what? We got odd news. Who brought us some odd news today?
We got some odd news brought to you by Spurs the Word.
Spurs the Word. Look them up on the interweb net.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So the first one I got right here is English boy finds a message in a bottle from girl in Canada. Pretty crazy. An 8-year-old boy from Morwenstow, England, found a message in a bottle written by a 10-year-old girl in Canada. Noah Crooks discovered the letter while he helped clear debris from Stanbury Mouth Beach near Bude.
I think the same lady wrote that story as wrote that email to me.
Probably so.
10-year-old girl in Canada. Is her name Georgie? I know a Georgie from Heartland.
Heartland?
Yeah. Is you?
Hey, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
A TV show.
How many years back?
Yeah.
George Strait?
Yeah.
Not I was thinking about that Heartland.
Oh, yeah, that TV show. Okay, so the letter from Jacques Chimilar, who lives in Fort McMurray in Alberta, Canada, was sent out to sea 6 months ago while she visited her grandparents in Newfoundland. I was just picking up rubbish when I looked in the bottle and saw the note. I went up and told Dad, but he didn't think it was real until he saw it. The note included Chimilar introducing herself and giving instructions to call or email her if found. Crooks' father emailed her and soon received a reply from the girl. Crooks said it was really cool and that he planned on keeping in touch with the girl. She had sent out multiple messages in a bottle. Her mother, Susan Milland Chimilar, confirmed while speaking with Metro. She's so excited to find new friends. She was also hoping someone would find it. Her mother said there was another bottle found as well on Widemouth, Cornwall, by a little girl who is 9. So she had 2 bottles found within a week.
All right.
That's pretty crazy, actually.
To go all the way across, that's a long way. It seemed like forever. When we flew to England, because when we fly over there, when we leave Dallas, they go towards New York, and then they go over Canada, and like hit Canada, and then kind of curve over. And that's a long flight. Mm-hmm. That's a long time. So I could imagine a bottle floating.
But the odds of 2 bottles being found across sea, that's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. So you got to think, of those 2, how many did they put out?
Yeah, she just said several.
That'd be a lot. Every time she drinks a lot of Cokes, I guess. Writes letters and sticks. Does she write the same letter? I wonder if she writes the same letter.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to run through. While you guys figure out which odd news story you're going to go to next. I'm going to run through this picture show here. Tex has matter of fact, he actually has his Ugg boots on today because apparently they make Uggs for men.
Waterproof men boot.
In case you have an accident in the bathroom, your boots will be good. So anyway, Paris. He's not in Paris. He's here. He's not even in Paris, Texas, which is close. Look at that. He's going to be he's going to fall here in a minute, fall over in the chair. I think he's pulling his boot up. But what is going on right now in Paris, France, all right? We're going to show you guys the latest fashion from Paris, all right? Look at that. Ugg boot.
Men Ugg boot right there. Look at that. Is that like a men Ugg boot?
Says Ugg. Look at it. Says Ugg right there on it. It's even got a little cord. You can put keys on there. Like you lose your keys. Keychain. Got a keychain on your boots, all right? So here's what's going on. Paris has this is a men's fashion show. I'm going to be sure you guys understand. These are men that I'm fixing to show you. All right, so we got a fashion show going on right here in Paris, France. And these are the new styles for 2018 right here. This is the fashion that is going on. I don't know if this is like a Roswell, New Mexico, if he's out there, picking up alien bodies. I'm not sure what's really going on here, but this is your men's fashion for 2018 from the Paris Men's Fashion Show right there. So I have no idea what's going on here. That looks like it belongs in a special room, that one right there. It's got like just the perfect mouth hole. I don't know what that's for. Yeah. Those sunglasses, I would wear those sunglasses right there because I could use those, but wow. That right there is men's. That right there is like he tore a hole in a sleeping bag and stuck his head through it. But I don't get the pig deal. Everything says pig on it for some reason. I don't know if it's. I don't know if this is the year of the alien spaceship suits. I don't comprende that part of it. But that's right there is what is going on with your man's fashion in 2018 right there.
Yeah. No.
So did you pick out anything you plan on wearing right there?
No, I don't know how we go with that much into fashion.
Sure, I know that you're gonna be looking that stuff up on the internet. He'll come rolling in here tomorrow.
He's gonna have a space suit. Now, what if it was raining? What would you do if it was raining? Who's got a story about the rain? Somebody take the rain in there.
Umbrella mistaken by a gun.
Man. A what?
Umbrella.
What happened with
mistaken by a gun from lockdown at a Washington hospital.
Why'd you take a gun in the hospital?
But I had this young about an umbrella. Wait, I don't know. We on a king young about umbrella. Maybe they king of we on a young.
How they say it? Ella A.
Ella A.
I heard that on your Vines. You were karaoke in that song.
Yeah, I have. I karaoke a lot of things. But anyway, a Washington State hospital went on lockdown Wednesday when the staff mistook a man's Kiowa-shaped umbrella for a rifle.
Alright.
Evergreen Health Hospital in Kirkland had a lockdown notice on Twitter at about 9 a.m. warning patients, employees, and others in the hospital to remain outside the facility.
Well, yeah.
To keep our community safe, we are asking all visitors to avoid the area and remain outside. The employee noticed a visitor carrying a backpack containing a long handheld item sticking out from the top.
What you hate when that happens?
The surveillance images of the man, who was shared on social media, but were unable to identify the object. We are not sure what it is. We can't distinguish it on the videotape, but we took the highest level of concern, which is immediate lockdown.
Just shut it down. Shut it down.
The officer checked the hospital room by room after receiving a call reporting suspicious person possibly in the possession of a rifle. 10 a.m., the man shot an image of himself on social media. That's me!
Yeah. Wait a minute. That guy looks a lot like me.
And he called the Evergreen Health official and informed the hospital, hey, yeah, that's not a gun, that's an umbrella.
Yeah.
I'm at this location, by the way. You can come talk to me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for all who helped with the locating that reported suspicious mail with a rifle. After a group effort, it was determined to be an umbrella. Yeah, a group effort. The guy calling, hey, yeah, you know what? That's my umbrella.
Yeah, come look at it. Come here, come check my umbrella.
Once the umbrella was identified, the hospital lifted the ban with Jim Cash, as usual.
Can you imagine going home? Can you imagine you went to the hospital with your umbrella, and then you go home and you sit down at the house and you get something to eat, and you turn the TV on, look on the news, and you see gun in the hospital, suspicious subject, looking for him. You're like, what? Wait that's me. That's my umbrella. I don't. What in the world is going? And you call the police. You got to call the police and explain. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, so I've got my sword umbrella, and I took it to the hospital because it's raining, and you got a lot of explaining to do.
Crazy. It's funny stuff.
What if you got pudding? How do you explain your pudding?
Man, so this one seems pretty crazy right here. So,
you know what pudding? By the way, pudding is an England thing. I figured that out when I was there. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
It sure worked out for this guy, I guess. A British butcher who found himself locked inside his walk-in freezer escaped his predicament by using a frozen black pudding to strike the frozen release button. So, Chris McCabe, who was 70, said he was retrieving an item from the walk-in freezer at his Totnes Devon butcher shop when the wind blew the door shut behind him. That's bad luck right there. That's got to be a pretty strong wind.
Yeah.
Those doors seem to be pretty
They're heavy doors,
yeah.
yeah.
So McCabe said he found the emergency door release button inside the freezer, which was set to a temperature of 4 degrees, had frozen solid. No one could hear me banging. Black pudding saved my life, McCabe told the BBC. The butcher said he used the frozen blood sausage as a battering ram to operate the frozen button. It was the right shape, I used it like the police use battering rams to break door locks in. It was solid, pointed, and I could get plenty of weight behind it, he said. I'm lucky, really. We sell about 2 or 3 each a week, and that was the last one in there.
So if he had that big black sausage, it'd been stuck in the freezer still.
Oh my God, that's the funniest story I've read yet.
Yeah, I didn't know that when we were over there. I figured out the first time we were in England, but I was like, I saw about pudding, and I was looking for pudding. I thought it was like a cup Jello type pudding.
Right.
No, it's not. It's that blood sausage or whatever.
Really?
I don't think I ever ate it. I think I just stared at it. I did not want to put that in my mouth. What else we got going on?
I know the feeling.
We got some
Fake Invaders.
movie stuff.
Space Invaders. What happened to Space Invaders?
A giant Fake Invaders marked game 40th anniversary.
You ever played that game before, by the way?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I don't even know what this movie
Space
is.
Invaders, man, that was
40 years ago. That's before I was born.
But
so.
it was still out. It was still out in those times because you go to, when you're in Grimes County and you go to the deal, they had a table. It was on a table back then. It was a table you put your quarters in the Space Invader game. You set the table.
I had
and you
pinball
play.
machine.
No, it's the thing where it's where you got that like a little airplane looking deal. It goes back and forth.
It shoots the
and it shoots
Oh,
and it
yeah,
shoots
yeah,
the stuff
yeah,
as it's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
down.
Yeah, I played it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
40th anniversary.
It's the Game Boy.
What? No, it was maybe in a Game Boy in your day, but I mean back in the old days in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a table and it was and it was like a glass table with the Space Invaders in there, and you had I think you had a joystick and maybe a button.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
you just go back and forth, just shooting those whatever it was before they got you.
Yep.
So apparently it's 40 years old now.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
What else you got?
Got let's see, some Hollywood stuff. So Starz is developing The Continental, a Chris Collins penned drama connected to Keanu Reeves' John Wick film franchise. The possible series would focus on a hotel that serves as a refuge for assassins in hyper-real version of Los Angeles. Collins would serve as a showrunner if the pilot gets picked up, and Reeves is on board as a producer, but the cable network did not say if Keanu Reeves would be expected to act in the project. No casting has been announced yet. Chad Stahelski, who directed the first 2 John Wick blockbusters and is poised to helm the third, is expected to direct the pilot. The project was announced Friday by Starz president. The series is truly unlike anything else on TV.
It should be good. I've never watched the John Wicks.
I think I watched the first one and I was impressed.
I've heard they're good. They kill a lot of people, but I've never seen one. Yeah. I know the second one is on HBO or Showtime, one of those networks or something now. The second one's out. So I'm guessing that by the ratings of the second one coming out and the other, I guess they're going to try to make it into a series.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not going to be as good without
the
actual.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to. I guess I'm going to have to start watching the first one to figure out.
I'm pretty sure it was a while, but it was pretty impressive. I liked it. I wanted to watch the second one.
I'm going to have to do that. What else we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get on the highway and byways of the Tejas here. We got Tex right there. Look him up. Tex Travis. He is on the Facebook. Look him up. Tex Travis Facebook. Check him out. Go dance with him at the nearest dance hall he's at.
Maybe I'll be ballroom dancing into my studio tomorrow night.
He's got stuff going on. Cody Stowe right there, Spurs the Word. Look them up on the interweb net. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. Spurs the Word. Grab some Spurs the Word gear. And if you already have some Spurs the Word gear, be sure and tag them in it.
Yeah.
Tag them in the stuff. If you got stuff on, just tag them in it.
We love seeing it.
So they can see what you're doing. Maybe you might be spurring bulls in your Spurs the Word, by the way. So send them pictures of that too and check them out. Spurs the Word. Look it up. Everything else going on with the show, where we're going to be, what's going on. PepperStewart.com. Be sure and follow all our social media links because our social media manager has got stuff going on all the time.